we started doing this on a monthly rotation. So we're into spring and bunnies and
But did you
fun
always
stuff.
have that? I don't remember the best.
We originally put sale merchandise out there, and then we decided, it would look a lot nicer if we put some other things. So we've done games, we've done books. This month we're doing plush. And mixing
really
it up,
nice.
and it looks really nice,
Yeah.
and it's enticing from outside, and
It sets the tone.
yeah,
You know.
it does. So we moved our sale merchandise somewhere else.
Awesome. And your windows are always great. Everybody loves them. And just even when I was sitting out in the car putting this rig together, there's 3 or 4 people that stop and look, and you just can't help it.
We realized how many people walk by every day, even when we're closed, because Geneseo is a big walking town.
Sure.
So people walk by. We change the books 3 times a week, and our window is divided into 3 areas. So we have the kids area, the books, and then more adult stuff on one side.
Awesome.
And we try to highlight things that will,
Sure.
entertain and entice, and yeah.
So as soon as you walk in, you hit the cards here.
Yep, we have a lot of cards. Some of them are, these are all made in Buffalo, actually.
Oh,
This
really?
is Great Arrow, which is one of our favorite lines. And then we have a lot of other, we have some funny cards, and just, we're known for our cards here.
Right.
People love to come in. When we first opened, cards was one of our big things, and I said, it's not Hallmark, something a little different, and people really appreciate
Well,
that.
I have to tell you, so even from, this isn't a stereotypical guy thing, but finding a nice, like if you care,
Right.
it's hard to find a good
It
card.
is. It is.
And so your cards speak for themselves.
Yeah, and we have letterpress cards, and these are fun cards. They're made in England, but they're very sweet, and they're
those are
a
cool.
card and a gift. So that's really nice.
Spin that around, actually. That's really awesome.
And then we also carry these local cards. They're with images, and we worked with Catherine LaPointe, and she designed this image just for us of Geneseo. Jennifer worked with her on that, and we have prints and postcards and cards, and her work is beautiful.
That's
And-
a really, that's great, actually. Is that new?
We've had it in the last few months, yeah. We committed, we asked her if she'd do a Geneseo one, and she said yes. And so it's not ours particular,
Sure.
but
That's great.
yeah.
Awesome. So do you keep the layout the same of the store pretty much, or do you change
We
it up?
move around a lot of the display. These displays change probably on sometimes a couple weeks at a time. So, and then Kim, who's not here today, does these displays, and they're thematic usually of a nice cross section of what we
Sure.
carry in the store.
Well, and your product selection in here is it's awesome, unique, and different, and there's a good environmental bent to the whole thing.
And fair trade, and we do a lot of natural body care, and we try to be a shop for families and bring things that aren't available in Geneseo.
Right.
As it was initially, I went to school here and graduated, was a stay-at-home mom, and was actually looking for quality toys, which I couldn't find in town. So that
this
was
is a
one of the
necessity,
original.
Begats.
What?
It's a necessity, Begats
Yeah.
situation where
Yeah.
you were living and working, and
Yeah.
you're just like, well, wait a second, I'm not seeing what I want here, and there's a niche to fill.
And, we brought in a lot of handmade items and connected with different artisans around. Yeah, we try to have a nice, environment for people to shop. We're always complimented on how wonderful it smells in here. We like to play good music.
It's funny that you would bring that up because it always does. It's got a really, what is it? Is it candles? Do you guys like?
Well, it's a mix. It's a mix. And that is something, if we could bottle it, we would.
I see. Well, it would be like a touch of Grayce would be a perfume. Body deodorant, like Tom's. So let's go over here. You have jewelry.
Our jewelry is all hand-picked. I go on buying trips for a lot of it and bring it back. And Kim does a wonderful job with our cases.
So the jewelry here now, is this all from one manufacturer?
No, it's all from different. Some is handmade in the U.S. and some of it. Bye. Thank you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Just a variety?
It's a variety. The way it's themed now is more by stone and color. So we have Larimar here, Labradorite. This is a lot of amethyst. We have jade down there. So we do have a lot of nice jewelry in here.
And then this case over here too, especially, I have a lot of great. Everything in the store is always really beautiful the way it's laid out. And,
Thank you. We try. We really try to make things look nice and be appealing for people, and hopefully if they're looking for a specific piece or color,
right.
We'll work with them. You know, we have a broad price point.
Now, being a college town, so you're getting a crazy variety. So this isn't just a straight college demographic.
No, we have a
visitors.
summer business that's really nice because Geneseo is a destination, the park. So we have a lot of people, the lake, you know, they have cottages, they come in.
So anyways, but so you get all this great cross population between tourists and kids and.
We do. Geneseo has a lot to offer. You know, it's a nice community.
So over here in this little corner here,
we have more cards, and then we have a little sales section, and our tapestries, which the students really like. They're multi-use pieces of fabric. They could be tablecloths, bedspreads, wall hangings.
It's a smart idea for the kids, right, for the dorm room.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, or you know, a lot of customers buy them for tablecloths, and we have some special shirts that someone designed a graphic for us. So this is one of our Geneseo shirts, and we have this one as well with the bear.
Oh, that's nice.
So the bear burst.
Are you guys exclusive on these? Did you want to join us now, Jennifer?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit what's behind you here.
This is a very well-loved wall of the store. This is where we put all of our boho bandos. These are headbands that are...
Boho bando.
Boho bando, yeah. If you don't know how to spell it, I forgive you. But this can be a headband. It can be a scrunchie. You could wear it as a bracelet. It turns into a hat even. So especially our college students come in, they love these headbands.
Where'd you guys find those?
Time.
I've never seen them before.
It's a line that Grayce was carrying years before I even started working here, and they came out with a few patterns, and then they came out with more patterns, and we just keep upgrading with the new patterns.
So it's like a super versatile.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, a lot of people give them as gifts. They're good for young, old, sports. You know, they stay on your head well. So,
awesome.
And as well as some of our fun pouches, little handmade velvet pouches.
Yeah, you've got a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, everything is pretty much hand picked out.
Well, when you guys are doing the purchasing decisions for the store too, it seems like the biggest criteria is, have I seen it somewhere else? Right.
That's a part of it.
Because almost everything in here you don't.
Yeah.
You know, there's just a very unique product selection in here.
Yeah, all different body care. Most of it is organic. We've got essential oils. We have different lotions and soaps, perfumes, face masks, things like that.
Right.
Yeah, it's not an easy category.
Yeah, we have to be quite picky with it because there's so much out there, and you really have to be careful. Kim is really good with ingredients. You know, it's kind of a teamwork thing on that because she knows what ingredients are safe and not. She does a lot of research on that.
Well, like these soaps, these look like
Great.
these are soap rocks, and they're made outside of Oneonta, New York, and they're all natural. And we sell a lot of tumbled stones, so the soap rocks actually go with. So this is a green garnet, and they smell nice, and they're actually really good soaps, and made here in New York State.
Now, is this a new category? Has it been around for
No,
eons?
no,
It's just
they've been-
become more popular.
No, they've been around for a while, and we also sell a lot of relaxation products, things that These are eye pillows, medicine balls, which have lavender. That's a group of women from Colorado.
Shea Brand is sort of a new line for us too, and in addition to the hydrosols and shea butter that they do, which all smell really fantastic, they also carry a line of CBD stuff, all different CBD body care, and so we got on that train pretty early on, and
You did.
and got
that's
some
kind of the
great
trick,
stuff.
right? Is to find products that
Yeah,
are
that's-
kind of not too far ahead.
Right.
So you don't want to have to completely educate your customers.
Yeah.
But get it in, get it early,
Right.
and then wrap up
Exactly.
your representation for that product here, right before somebody else.
Right, without a doubt. And like you said, it's a balance, because sometimes we'll see something and we'll actually say it's just too urban. You know, we still have to remember that we're in a small town here, you know,
Sure.
and there's just certain things that they hit the big cities before they make their way to, you know, the people that want it here in a smaller town. So
And then so what do we got over here? More of the. Oh no.
we've got some seasonal stuff, some Easter fair trade items. Behind here are some candles. We do some local candles from Ithaca, Sunbeam Candles. They're made
Nice.
completely with solar power. Incense, that's a big category for us.
And over here we have, all this pottery is from Kentucky, from a couple that we, actually I only know them over the phone, but we have a nice relationship. And that's how kind of it's been for several of the people.
Over the years.
Yeah.
They actually use different kinds of ash in their glaze, which is really interesting. There's a little bit of information about it, but they use surface clays and wood ash, and that's how they make their glazes, which is pretty interesting.
But you know, and I think when people come to a store like this, you're feeding an expectation.
Make our way down this way.
We have a lot of tea, and then we sell some fun mugs.
I'll touch on the CBD
all
thing. This when we started carrying CBD, and now we carry a line of body care as well. And our customers have really responded well to it. They want to know that they can get it from a place where they trust the sourcing, and they know that we're going to put the time in to find out that the sourcing is good. Yeah.
About trusting your source.
Right, without a doubt.
Be more conscientious now.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, and we like to educate, and that's a part of our mission as well, because we are bringing things in a lot of times that people haven't seen or tried. So we like to be as versed on the product as we can. So when people have questions, we can answer them. And whether it be, you know, where is this pot made, or, you know, where does this picture come from, or the Haitian art, you know, all our fair trade product.
Well, and it gives you great confidence as a patron of the store to come in, and it gives you guys a nice conversation piece.
Yeah.
And then you get to educate your customers, and then I feel more confident
Right.
buying the product.
Yeah, and then also sometimes it gives the product a story too. When you're gifting something to someone, and you can say, you know, not only is this a really beautiful pot, but also I can tell you about where it was made and who made it, and at the
That's
store
an
I got
awesome
it, they
point,
knew all
right?
those things. It just gives, especially with the jewelry, it gives it so much more of a meaning.
Well, the truth of the matter is too, when you give a gift, I mean, this is going to sound silly, but if I give something to somebody, it's, to me, I don't know if it's something that happened to me as I gotten older, but just handing somebody a box that I bought off a shelf, it doesn't feel disingenuous because there was a genuine emotion behind it. But when you can tell a story, or when you can
Right.
buy a special product, it really makes the gift
Right.
a true gift instead of just.
And people do respond when I say, oh, you know, I know the person who made this, and she's amazing,
And people love that stuff, and that story gets attached to that, and they will tell it to everybody who comes in the house and
Right.
looks at the bowl. And then that story
Right.
gets transplanted over and over and
exactly.
over
Right.
again. But it
Yeah.
starts with you guys. Something.
And that's part of our goal,
Yeah.
without a doubt, yeah.
You know, so I mean, the fact that you don't get that a lot, honestly,
Yeah.
in retail. A
Right,
lot of times it's
especially
just-
not in big box, and especially not online. You're
No.
just not going to.
No.
So,
Yeah, you're not gonna get anything.
yeah, without a doubt.
I got journals.
This is my favorite spinner. These are all the journals, and I love journals.
Yeah, journals.
journals
Stationery,
are huge.
yeah, different pens.
Yeah.
We carry a few different lines. Well, we specifically sell journals that have dotted lines, or dots as
Right.
opposed to lines, and that's, you know, supposed to be
so you
used for
can
bullet
customize
journaling.
your-
That's all these ones here. Yeah.
Is that so? Did it ever take off or take hold?
Well, so that's the cool thing is it's really a concept more than a product, and so it's something that people get behind and they love it, and and then they're looking for the right journal for them, and it doesn't have to be just that one planner that comes in 3 designs. It's any journal you see, whatever your favorite is that speaks to you. You know, you can make it into a bullet journal. Yeah.
And this is that age when you start that, I think, because you just get inundated with schedules and planners.
Bills start coming in. Yeah, I remember that transition very well. Yeah.
You're like, I gotta start planning things now.
Right.
So, and since this is your favorite, you curate this whole thing, I'm sure.
Yes, I redo this spinner more often than my coworkers would like me to, but yeah, but
do you buy journals and planners just to buy them, or do you actually buy them and use them?
Yeah, this is the dot matrix that is useful for bullet journaling. You know, these are simple classic moleskin. We carry a few of as well. That's something you could bring to class with you. The college students get them for that. And then there's the more decorative ones, like these ones up here. And then we just started carrying a few of these. These are really beautiful leather-bound journals, and the paper is really
format.
Right, and then the paper is really organic looking too. So this could be, I know, isn't it great?
That's crazy.
So this could be a guest book, you know, people come in looking for a guest book for a wedding or something.
And that's from
Awesome.
Isn't it great?
woman-owned company that we buy from. So we do have several companies that we buy that are female-owned. Not that that's a priority, but it does show up.
Yeah,
for
women
us
support women. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, our book selection more originally was children's books and books for babies and young adult books, fiction, and a few cookbooks. We've moved into a lot of inspirational, meditative books, things that will, women's issues books, pregnancy, childbirth, child rearing, yoga.
So when you first started the store, you had a lot of children's books. Is that?
Yeah. The shelves that were made over here were made by friends of ours, and he made those 2 shelves, and then someone else made a couple other shelves.
You still have a great selection. I mean, it hasn't.
Yeah, and then over here we have cookbooks and some fun books.
Oh yeah, where's our piggy?
Piggy's here.
He makes a fun noise.
That's what people think about Richard.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what people come to do, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids.
Yeah, well, this is where the fun starts,
Yeah,
right?
it transforms past this point.
That's not a pool.
No, this is something different. I was just going to show you these guys.
That's a really cute bear.
He's not just a bear.
Is it a puppet?
You ready? No. He also is a soccer ball.
You're kidding.
He tucks himself into, he tucks himself
called the
right
Buddy
in.
Bear.
He is 100% machine washable.
Isn't that great? Isn't that
That's
great?
awesome.
So he just turns into a soccer ball.
Oh, all
It's pretty cool.
I see.
This is a new line for us.
Yeah.
We just got them
Could
in.
hide little toys in him too.
Sure. That's awesome.
We try to have things that, once again, were not in the mass market stores. So, and also have things that we believed in, that we could explain to people that this is good for a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old.
Well, being able to differentiate yourself too is really what you have to do now. You don't have a choice. And not that you ever didn't.
Right.
But I kind of like how it forced the market to make a decision. You know, you can't, as a smaller shop, no longer just carry, second rate. You have to have high quality.
Right.
You have to be educated about your products.
Yeah, I mean, the push for wooden toys was really big several years ago. And there's a few companies that did. And then when the whole Chinese thing happened, there were a lot of people looking for American-made toys, which we have a few lines of wooden toys and American-made plastic toys, which are recycled milk jugs, green toys, which are really nice. Sure. But it was really hard to get everything made in America. And I'd like to explain to people sometimes, well, just like in the United States, as in China, there's good places to work and that produce things, and there's, places that are not quite on board with doing. So it's not just the country of where something comes from. It's
It's the connections.
Yeah, there's a lot more to it. When people started rejecting everything that was made in China, we took a real hard look at what we were carrying. But a lot of our companies were made in other European cities. But once again, sometimes they start that way, and then. But if the owners, make a commitment and tell us that they're over there, they're looking at how things are being made, and their employees are being paid a fair wage, and then
Right. Well, and again, you're big on the fair trade thing, so.
Yeah.
That's huge. And you've been like that since what, day one?
Since day one. I mean, it wasn't really
What was it named in a way,
ethical.
was it?
I'm not sure what it was named originally. Serve is one of our big distributors, and they bring products from all over the world that we get. And then there's a couple other companies that we deal with directly that are fair trade.
Your authentic quality
Thank you.
and your lineage with this goes way back.
Right.
So you were an originator of this type of store, because there really wasn't a lot of stores like this back then who cared enough to say, well, wait a
Right.
second, I should really look at the source of my products.
Right.
So, because you're.
And I will say, we're not 100%.
No.
It's not, so I gotta make that disclaimer.
Because then you're going to get the opposite.
Yeah, we'll be like,
somebody
"Shit."
who only buys. They're like, I can't believe you're carrying Playmobil. But the whole point
Playmobil's
is,
made in Malta, so
that you've been doing this like this for a long time, and you were aware of this way back.
Yeah, in the toy world, it's a little harder though to do the fair trade unless you're doing like a little marble game from Ghana or these,
Right, there's
like,
only so much
There's
they
a
can
few
make.
companies.
There's artists.
Other products, it's a little easier to get that.
But we have a lot of European-made games.
You do?
Yeah, a lot of.
Yeah, let's take a tour of the
Yeah, check out some of our newest colorful toys. And like Grayce
We
said,
do
not
have a
everything is
novelty
everything, but
section. You've got to have the fun stuff.
It's fun, and some of them are classics
I grew
too.
up on that stuff.
Right, everyone loves pin art, and arts and crafts for all kinds of ages too.
Great.
And as much as, we understand girls have different interests than boys, we also do carry quite a few things where it's like, hey, this is for anyone. The brother and sister can do this together. It doesn't have to be just for one or the other.
You have the lake here, and so my grandparents used to rent a cottage every year at Honeyway, and man, I'm telling you, those memories, and you go and you get your little $5, and you go up to the little store, and you get your game, and you play it for 2 weeks.
We get kids all the time doing that,
So-
and they love it. This is one of our new things we're so excited about. It's a solitary bee habitat for solitary bees. And if you look it up, mason bees are actually the gentlest, friendliest bees because they're so busy working, they don't have time to bother anyone.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, so that's for the bees. This one's for the bugs, the bug abode for the bugs.
These are awesome.
We have fun. It helps when we're all, a little bit like kids ourselves, so.
The Firefly communicator.
Right?
If that comes with a little manual, right?
Isn't it great?
Where you 2 for high.
Yeah.
3
Morse
for low.
code.
And you're doing the
Exactly
right.
right.
Oh, that's awesome. And what you got here?
Just some other fun stuff. We got some crafts on this side. Like you were saying, we do try to carry some of the classic games too. We've got yo-yos, the Yo-Mega yo-yos, the best kind.
I don't honestly think kids are ever not going to be kids. I think for a while they were trying to just take the children out of the child, right? I mean,
Right.
and you're always going to love this type of stuff. I think you just can't grow up too fast. That's great. This is awesome.
A balsam wood
Yeah.
glider, right?
Right, exactly.
Oh,
I used to make these with my dad all the time,
Yep.
and they're still here, and we still got them.
It's after dinner, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You take it out, you spend a couple hours with your dad doing
Right.
it. It's great.
Got some great family games.
Yeah, most of our games, we do have play copies too, where we'll take them out and demo.
And favorites.
Oh, that's cool. What's some yours?
This is my favorite.
Oh,
Carmen's
you're
my
right.
favorite.
You're not.
Oh, I'm ready to go. This is my favorite game for sure, but it's by a company called Set. That's a classic game.
Oh, cool.
And Quiddler is,
Yep,
is
Quiddler's
a great
good
one.
one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grace, you like
Five
do we
Crowns
have-
I played
Yeah,
last summer was fun.
Quirkle, you guys play
I
that
love
a lot too.
Quirkle. Yeah, that's a great game.
Awesome. I see.
Here's
Those
one
are like
example
Lego,
of what's made in the U.S.
Those
logs
are
and
real
Lincoln
wood
logs.
logs. They're made here in the U.S. Those are made in the U.S.
Do they still make Lincoln logs?
I think that these are Roy Toy, which is a log building set made here in the U.S.
Classic.
Yeah, some of that. Brio, we carry the trains, but we also carry some of the baby toys as well. The musical instruments, things like that. Oh,
Oh,
I wish Kim was here to show this because she loves the milk barn.
This is our little infant section.
And it's themed, which is great. What company is this? It's got to be the same company, right?
Yeah, this is called Milk Barn. It's a company that Grayce found a few years ago. We've been carrying them
Really
now.
cool prints.
Organic cotton and then bamboo, and they're really fun.
Little handkerchief bibs and headbands.
Yeah,
There's
the
our
little
chicken tag.
chickens have been well received this spring.
Yeah, they're cute, man. Those are awesome. I like the little cutout heads.
Yeah, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
Cute packaging. You'll see the ones hugging their blankets here too. Yeah.
Wow, that's super creative.
Yeah.
Actually.
And I believe this is one of our women-owned companies as well.
Yes, it is.
So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a female artist that creates all the prints, and she works with her mom. Yeah.
It's already a female planet. You guys just haven't let us in.
So, a few years ago, we started this new rewards program where when customers come in, they can fill out a card, and then each time they shop, we record the purchase. When they get to 6 shops, they get 10% back in store credit to spend. So it's kind of a little reward to thank our regulars. You know, it's not about amount, it's about frequency. It's how often we see them. It's so nice. So it's this old vintage card catalog. We have everyone's name right in there, and the nice thing is they bring the card right up to us, and then we learn everyone's name. So that really helped me as someone who's, you know, not a local and has only been here for so many years. I started to get, well, yeah, but I mean, you'd be surprised because sometimes people come in and, you know, they know Grayce, or, you know, you just don't catch their name for whatever reason, and then they hand you their name. So it's a little more personal like that.